A blue barrel. Everybody see that blue barrel? All right, now this blue barrel is going to do something for us. All right, it is going to turn into a boat. All right, now you're not going to float in it. I know, sad, but I might. So what you're going to do with this blue barrel is you're going to use inquiry skills from chapter 1 to come up with ideas on how to make this into something that I can float across our pond. Yes, if you fail, I sink and get wet and it's cold. So I want you to come up with some variables that might cause this to not work. That's a term that we should know. You could kind of form a hypothesis on how you think it'll work. We could think about things, terms that we've talked about, like density and I don't know, lots of different things that we talked about when we were doing that. The unit we did aerodynamics and energy and motion and all that stuff. There ought to be some ways that we could talk about this. So this isn't really anything you have to do for this second assignment, but I want you thinking about it. And if you have ideas, you could start sending me your ideas. You could draw a diagram of how we can make it float. Now here's some variables I see right away. It appears to be there are some holes in it, like my boys have been shooting it with a BB gun or something. So there are a few holes in the sides, and then on the top there are 2 holes. Now I might be able to find something to cap those holes off. You know, I can cut it. You can tell me how you want me to cut it. If you can draw the diagram of it, I could cut it in half that way. I could stand it up and I could cut it in half that way. All right, but I want you to think about what would allow it to hold my center of gravity to not flip over when I get in the pond. I weigh about 200 pounds, all right? Will it even support me? Now I will walk down here and show you I built a dock. I should say half built a dock because that's kind of the way I do everything. But I built a dock using these blue barrels. And you can see it right there, all right? Now that dock, oh, I about fell down. Oh, golly. Okay, now this dock is 6 of these barrels. Now there's no holes cut in them, all right, but you can see it there. That's 6 of those barrels. I can't zoom it in anymore, but 6 of those barrels, and that will support me and several people. So maybe on the third assignment, I'll come up with something official for us to use, but I would like you to think about how I can turn that into a boat, what your ideas are, and I definitely want to have I definitely want you to come up with some of the variables that will be problems that we'll encounter turning this into a boat. All right, you got to tell me, do you want it to be like that? Do you want it to be sideways? How big of a hole do I cut? Am I just gonna ride it like a horse, like riding a bull? I don't vote for that. That sounds terrible. And maybe we'll do something like that. I'll take some of the ideas, put them together, and let you guys vote on how Mr. D takes his voyage across the Mr. D pond. It'll be kind of like George Washington going across the Delaware. See ya!